my YouTube channel. So last week we did a video about, which was part one, about maintaining, trying to maintain daily positivity and, like basically your mental health, like your number one priority. We'll go through the rest of them. So altogether it's 14. This will just be part two. Also, I do want to say something real quick. I want us to have like a cool little name for this channel. You know how like a slogan for when I start the videos. The only thing I could think of was I could be like, hey Real Babes. If y'all like that, Real Babes, you can do that one. But it's all up to y'all. It's like if y'all like it, because this is like a small little community on this channel right now. So if you have any other suggestions, so don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And I hope y'all enjoy part two. Okay, so let's get right into the video. Okay, so for number one, starting part two is going to be an adequate amount of sleep. Honestly, if you don't get enough sleep, it is going to be pretty hard to function and like with anything that you do. And I think sleep is so important, and I think people sometimes take that lightly. They stay up, and like, I'm not perfect. I stay up late too, but that's never good. Like, I literally look like a raccoon in the morning, which is worse. Like, I hate that. So not only my mental is be all over the place, but also the way I look. I just look like a hot mess. So definitely try to get an adequate amount of sleep. It just, when you sleep, you have enough energy for the next day, and you have to focus on certain things, like at work or whatever you're doing. Like if you want to go work out, like you have to have that energy. For number two is to find out where your hobbies are. Everyone has a hobby. Everyone is good at something, I promise you. Use that as like a mechanism to deal with things that you're going through. Like if you're going through pain and something else, you're just having a bad day, use those hobbies to express yourself. And one of the things that one of my friends would always tell me would be like, Taylor, go do your makeup or something, like, and that was one way that I would let out some stuff. Like I would do my makeup, I would, probably do some like arts and crafts, and like just come up with some things that I like. Do that, because I feel like if you let out like your anger or sadness through that, it'll kind of like basically get out your mind, and you know what you enjoy to do. So figure that out and then do that, so that when it comes down to you feeling a type of way, you can project that onto that, and you'll feel better. I guarantee that you'll feel better after. Moving on to number three. Number three is a really good one, because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of struggle with it. Okay, so my room, like I don't know why I struggle with that, but literally like my room is always a hot mess, and I'm like, wait, I just cleaned my room and now it's back to like square one. Like, what is happening? So make sure you live in a nice, clean, organized space, guys, because that can literally clutter your mind also. Like if you're depressed or like you have stuff going on and you're not in the best mental state right now, like honestly, you have got to live in an organized space, because that can really mess with you. I'm, once again, not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure I've heard to where like if you live in clutter and stuff that's not organized, like it can really just mess with you, and you're just like all over the place in your thoughts, and it's just not a good space to be in. It's not a good environment to be in. So definitely try to keep your space as clean as possible. I know life gets hectic, so it's kind of difficult sometimes for me. And I honestly find a lot of comfort in organizing and peace. It's your own space in the first place, but make your own space a space that you want to be in. Okay, so number four is setting goals. Honestly, setting goals is really important. Like you have got to set goals and like motivate yourself to accomplish these goals. So a tip that I can give y'all with that is I have this poster in my room, and I mean, like, this is what I want y'all to do. If please, I'm saying if you do it, but try to do it. Make a board, make a gorgeous board, put some little bling on it, make it so pretty, make it your vibe, like that little aesthetic, make it your vibe. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna split it. You're gonna draw a line like down the middle, and you're gonna put goals, and then you're gonna put like your dreams. So why I'm telling you to put goals and dreams is because a lot of the time you have to do certain things to reach these dreams. So goals, so you have the goals to reach your dreams, basically. So definitely take that into consideration and make it cute. Put all of your goals, all of your dreams, and it's gonna feel good, because when you look back at that board, you're gonna know that like, whoa, like I just did this goal. Now I'm leveling up to reach this dream. It's even closer now. So definitely try to do that. Consider doing that. I think it helps a lot. I have it in my room. It's on my door, on the back of my door, and it makes me feel good that I have those goals and dreams right there, because I want those to be my reality someday. Number 5 is going to be stop needing people's approval. So when you, okay, like dealing with mental health is already hard enough as it is. Now, a lot of the times I feel like people my age, like we just struggle with that. Like that's just something we struggle with. Always needing people's approval, always feeling like we have to be doing this and this and that because this person said they like this better. Like that could be like your weight, like a boyfriend telling you need to look like this. We look at social media and we're like, ooh, I want that, I want to look like that, and da da da, and I want to have this many views, I want to have this many likes. Like you try to like do stuff like that so you can get other people's approval to say like, oh yeah, I like her, like she's cool, like I like her, I want to follow her, and blah blah. But other people's approval is not important because it doesn't last very long. Because once you do something that they don't like, they won't be commenting on your pictures, they won't be liking your pictures, they won't be looking at your pictures. And if you rely on that, you will never be happy. You will never be happy with yourself. So that's something I still am learning today, to not always need people's approval, because that won't last forever. Me trying to be like, okay, I'm doing YouTube, but I want this amount of subscribers. But at the end of the day, like if I'm enjoying doing YouTube, I think that's all that matters. And it's in my heart. So it's like, you know, regardless of who's watching it, who's not, and who's being fake or like fake supportive or like, you know, like that's fine. Y'all do that. But at the end of the day, I'm still doing me, and I'm doing what makes me happy. So do what makes you happy, not what makes somebody else happy, okay? Keep that in mind when you know, it's hard to think about because sometimes you get caught up in the moment trying to like impress someone, but like don't try to think like I need to impress myself. You know, I'm trying to level up for myself, not y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so moving on to number 6 is going to be something I feel like we should all live by. Like that should be like a daily basis thing, which is to never, you know, like for example, dealing with racism, like people being racist or making, you know, like some little remarks or something, or treating you differently because you're black, or, you know, whatever it may be. A thing that we have to keep in mind is never do the same thing that somebody did to you. If a boyfriend did you wrong, don't stoop to his level and be petty and do the same thing he did to you. Like that's just no. You have to be above that. You have to be better than that. Okay, because you are better than that. So I understand. I think it's perfectly okay to stand up for yourself, or stand up when something needs to be handled. That's perfectly fine. But pray to know the difference. Pray to God and say, hey, is this worth reacting to and standing up for myself? Or is this not worth it at all? And just keep my mouth closed and walk away from this whole situation. And I'm saying this because, you know, a lot of times we get caught up in the moment and we're like, ooh, so mad. Honestly, ask yourself, what would God do? Because truthfully, honestly, it's kind of tough, but God would turn the other way, and, you know, he would pray for them, and you know how God is. Revenge is never the answer. You know what's the answer? And I know y'all see this all the time on social media. Making your dreams a reality, doing everything you said you were going to do in this life. That's the real freaking revenge and prize. And you know how you're gonna forget about that person, you're gonna forget about that situation, it won't even matter no more because you've done leveled up from that and you're on a whole new wave. Okay, so don't even worry about that. And you're worth so much more. You're amazing, you're valuable, so remember that. Remember who you are. Okay, but number 7 is going to be therapy. And I know how people feel about it. People think it's like in the movies where like you lay down on a couch and you tell the therapist, and it's not it at all. From my experience, and I'm still going to therapy at the moment now too. I started therapy when I was in 6th grade. I was going through so much in my life, a lot of trauma. Hopefully one day I can share those stories with y'all. Just was going through so much, and they thought it would be best for me to be in therapy. Therapy is not for crazy people. Therapy is to let out stuff that you can't really say to your family or a friend. Like, it's just talking to somebody else who's a professional and can help you. Like, and one thing I've learned from going to therapy, she doesn't judge me. I could tell her the craziest thing if I wanted to. She doesn't judge me. And that's another thing you get from, like, I feel like your family or like a friend. Sometimes they judge you. And like, a therapist helps you. That's all you ever want in life, is to be helped and to be cared for. And I think they care for you. They do. They're there for you. You know, they try to give you the best input possible to, you know, level up your life even. Like, to, you know, they give you goals, they give you things to work on, and then you can come back to them and say, hey, I did this, this, that. And it feels so good when I talk to her about all these things, and she's like, you know, she's so excited for me because, you know, I've come so far, and like, I love that. I love to see the progress, and she'll even tell me my own progress, and it's just amazing. And I think it's okay to go to therapy, y'all. Like, don't let anybody else tell you. And, you know, I suffer from anxiety, so she's the only person I know that I can really talk to my anxiety about because she understands it. And that's another thing. If you go through depression and stuff, a therapist is the person for you, because people who don't go through what you go through don't understand it. They never will understand it unless they have gone through it or are going through it. So they can't relate to you. I'm gonna be real, this is what I'm here for, to be real. I've actually been on medication for anxiety. I would get on and off the medicine because I would just want to rely on God so much. But I realized, you know, I prayed on it. I said, well, God, you know, he let these smart people create medicines to help you, and that's where I am. And I'm okay with being on anxiety medicine if it helps me. And I have God by my side too. And if he wants me to take the medicine, I've prayed on it, and this is what I'm doing to help me. And that's okay, guys. Like, don't let anybody ever tell you don't need medicine or that. No, it's what you want, and pray on it. I promise you, you will get the answer. So therapy is a great way to figure out what works for you when you're dealing with something. So remember that, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. That's pretty much it, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I want y'all to take these things into consideration and try them out. You're only gonna get good out of any of these tips that I'm giving you. Because once again, I am the girl who's sitting here today living proof to tell you that I've been through some shit and like trauma, and I'm still here. Like, I'm still here. So, and sometimes I laugh about it, and like my aunt, because I'm really close to my aunt, she knows, and like even my mom, like they'll laugh at me because they'll be like, oh my God, at least she can have a laugh out of it. You know, that's the great part about it. And I can like I can be like, okay, well, I'm not in the same place I was before, so I can find some light in knowing like, I'm good, I'm doing a good job, I'm doing everything I need to do. And so a lot of these things that I'm even telling you, I do these things in my daily life all the time. Like, I haven't stopped, I have not stopped. I'm not perfect, I still make stupid mistakes, but no one's perfect. No one's ever gonna be perfect, ever, ever, ever. But just know that you need to learn from the mistakes, level up, move on, and be you. Always remember to be you. Be yourself. Please be yourself. Don't be anybody else. Be your most authentic, beautiful, gorgeous self, okay? Don't forget to like, comment below. Oh, don't forget to comment if you want to be called Real Babes, or if y'all have a suggestion for me, okay? So let me know. Let me know. Yeah. Comment, like, subscribe. Tell your friends about me, okay? Tell your friends about me so they can watch my videos. Okay, but I like our little small community also right now. I'm super blessed, and I'm glad I'm doing this. So yeah, okay, peace. I love y'all. Bye.